Okay then, right, so today I'm here to talk about a new topic, and before I start this I'd just like to thank those who are supporting me for my previous video about state of affairs, like this game I had with this guy accusing me of net decking when I seriously do not net deck, because they are, dare I say it, the scum of the earth for Yu-Gi-Oh! But anyway, I'd like to thank, I'm so sorry, I've forgotten your name, YouTube username anyway, but I'm going to put your channel name in the description and a link to your YouTube homepage. Well, not homepage, but well, you know what I mean. People out there will know what I mean if you used YouTube. If you're new to YouTube, I'm sorry, I'm not very good at explaining things, but anyway. Today's topic is going to be about what makes a good game. Now, having a good game is important for when you're playing Yu-Gi, because if you're not having a good game, then it's no fun for either you or your opponent. Because I'll sometimes put up a message saying fun decks only, and I'll get people turning up with like Inzectors or Chaos Dragon, and they'll say, "Oh, this is fun." Yeah, but it's not fun for me. Because when I say fun decks only, I mean it's got to be fun for both of us. Say like if someone comes in with I'm just trying to think, like a token deck, that's fun because you hardly ever see that. And the Tiki Soul and Tiki Curse type decks, they're quite fun to go against because you don't see them very often. I've seen them a couple times, and they're good fun to play against. Whereas if you go against something top tier, they're just going to either swarm the field really fast or just negate stuff like crazy. Because that's one thing I can't stand. That's basically what ruins the game, if people just keep negating stuff. Stuff such as, like you've got Effect Veilers, you've got your Shien, you've got Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, Dark Bribe. They're the ones which really do get my nerves. I can't think of any other negation cards right now, top of my head. So as I say, it's a game where both you and your opponent feel like you've put up a good fight, but in the end, one of you won, one of you lost, and you can both say, "Oh, good game." I've had quite a few of them like that, but there are some people out there who just there's two types of people. There are people who say good game, and the people who don't say it. Now, the thing that bugs me about people who do say good game is that they say it even when it wasn't a good game. So like, I think the YouTube user is Duelling King something or other. Some of you may know them. I think they're brother and sister. They call themselves Pain and Red Nova. They did a video a while back showing the interaction between players who they do a little sketch where the two sit down to have a game. The guy starts off and he starts going for all this thing to get Exodia, and the other one's just sort of sitting there like reading the paper, looking through their iPhone or whatever. And before the other players even had a turn, they get all 5 pieces of Exodia and go, "Oh, good game." I'm thinking, what? You can't say good game if your opponent doesn't even have a chance. It's not a good game for them. Maybe for you, because you won without any effort. I mean, that's just one thing which I don't like, people who win without effort, because all they do is, like going back to the example of net deckers, they just go, "Oh, look at here, an Exector deck. Oh, if I copy all this, I'll be a good player." No, you won't. Because here's the thing, a tool in any hands can be misused. So, like if someone who actually built the Exector deck themselves, they'll do better with someone who copied it, because they'll know what you can do with it and what you can't. But this happened to me quite recently today. Basically, I decided to try out a Blackwing deck because I haven't really used them myself, and I came across this guy who used E-Heroes. Basically, his first turn was he set a few cards, summoned Stratos, get Neos Alias to his hand. I take my turn and go, "Oh, I do this, and summon Blackwing Dragon." He goes, "No, I go Solemn Warning." So basically, he pays 2,000 and I've lost my only monster capable of defending myself. And next turn, what he does, he goes normal summon Neos Alias, set all the cards, or I've got one left in my hand, I special summon Bubble Man, overlay these two into a ninja thing, whatever he is. The rank 4 ninja where one can attack twice per battle. And then he goes, oh, emergency call, get another Bubble Man to hand. Special summon that one, overlay that for another ninja one. Use the effects, oh, both of them can attack twice. And you think, okay, you've won the game. It's like, no, I'm not done there. I'm going to go Miracle Fusion, bring out a Hero Shine. Why? Why are you bringing that out? You don't need it. It's like, oh yeah, for style points. I think, what style have you got picking on someone who can't even defend themselves? I mean, come on. So basically, he goes for all that. He's like, okay, you've won. And he goes, good game? I'm thinking, what? You cannot say good game in that situation. If you've basically won without any effort, you cannot say good game to your opponent. That is just completely wrong. But people like that, I can understand why they say it because they don't want to be rude, but at the same time I do think it's just as rude to say it like that. It's like, yeah, it's a good game for you, not for me. I haven't even been able to do anything. I might as well just sit outside in the rain. But yeah, anyway, that's an example of people who are who do say good game. Now there are those who don't. Now those who don't say good game, I've actually had to chase these people up sometimes because basically you go through a game, you think, oh, it's well played out, and before you have any chance to say anything to them after you admit defeat, boom, they're gone. You're like, what? Where'd you go? Why have you just left? They just no good game, no nothing, boom, gone. They don't want anything to do with you. They just take off, leave you for someone else. It's like being stood up at a lamppost for your date. Not that that's happened to me. I haven't been lucky enough to get a date yet. But anyway, I've actually had to chase these people up and say, excuse me, but don't you think that's a bit rude? And like, what did I do wrong? What, no, you didn't say good game, you didn't want a rematch, you didn't want anything. And most of the time, they'll just throw some excuse with me and saying like, oh, sorry, I had something else I had to do. But no, this is the thing, that you people need to understand that you're not dealing with machines here, you're not dealing with a computer player, you're dealing with real people on the other side of the screen. You can't just go and leave them without doing anything, because sometimes I feel I lost a bit unfairly, so I want a rematch, and then those people will just take off. No, they won't say a word, they'll just take off. And it's the people that you know which sort of people they are. They're the people who don't even say hi there, good luck, have fun. Like a lot of people I meet tend to do that, but there are a few who don't say a word, and that to me just says, oh, they're here for the win. Because that's basically what it means. If they just take off with no good game, no nothing, they just want the win and nothing else. That's the impression I'm getting. Whether or not they're all like that, I don't know. All I'm saying is, if you take off as soon as you've won, that's not leaving a good impression on me. But basically, let's put it in a real life example. Say you're at your locals, your nationals, your regionals, or whatever it is. You sat down there with the guy in front of you. You're playing through the game. The guy wins, and it's pretty much like you put your hand out to give him a handshake and say, "Oh, good game." And basically, this is what he does. Yeah, that's basically what he does. That's essentially what they're doing. If that happened in real life, well, I wouldn't go so far as to punch him in the face. I'd start yelling. I was like, "Oi, what are you doing? What are you doing?" Because you can't do that. You can't just walk out on someone without saying anything. I mean, if there's a language barrier issue, then maybe, but that's because you do get different languages on here. Quite often it's Spanish, I think. Then again, I don't know. I can't read Spanish or any other foreign language. A bit of French, but that's it. But essentially, that's all I wanted to talk to you about today. Let me know what your thoughts are on your idea of a good game, and because to be fair, this is one thing everyone needs to do. They need to show respect to the player by saying good game at the right time. You don't just say good game when you win by steamrolling them, or you don't just say nothing and take off. Like, it's one thing I normally do. If I feel like I've won too easily, I'll give them a rematch. I always leave the option open. It's very rare that I'll just take off. Unless, of course, they're using a meta deck, then in which case, fuck them, I don't care. They chose to play meta, so I'll play them at their own game. Bye-bye. But yeah, I'm not like that all the time. It's just a case like, if I feel... basically, my reaction depends on how the player is acting, so like, if they're just sort of playing normally, then yeah, I'll give them a rematch. But if they're going around saying like, "Oh, I'm unbeatable, you can't beat my deck," I'll just say, "Bye bye, I'm not playing you again. I beat you." Whatever. I don't know if I'll leave that part in, but anyway, I think better end it off now before the camera does it for me. So leave any comments saying what you think a good game is, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I need it. Lovely bit of cream soda there. Anyway. Sorry there. Basically, I've lost my train of thought now. Where was I? So yeah, going back to the issue of they're out there. They don't want it. They don't want anything to you.